Hi everyone, it's that time of year again. It's time to make my Christmas cake, and as I promised, I've come on to show you how to do it, because last year I just did the icing for you. I didn't show you how to make the cake. Now in front of me I've got everything that I need to make this cake. I've got my fruit, I've got currants, raisins and sultanas, and I've got ground almonds, and I've got cherries, Glacé cherries, I hope you're seeing this, and I've got mixed spice and castor sugar and flour, plain flour, coffee, salt, eggs and butter, and I've squeezed my lemon and oranges, one lemon and one orange into here. So I'll just put that out of the way in case I knock it over, because you know I'm a bit like that. I've already greased my tin, and this year I'm going to use a square tin. Last year I used a round one. So that's all greased with some of the butter, and I'll put that to one side as well, so that I've got room to do the cake. Now the first thing I need to do, here's my book. This is a book that my granny bought for me for my wedding 50 years ago, and it's the Good Housekeeping book, and it's a really lovely recipe for a rich Christmas cake. Now the first thing you do is cream your butter and the castor sugar together. Now that takes a while, and you're probably wondering why I've got things on my wrists. These are wrist straps that I have to use, otherwise it really hurts my wrists, because this is quite a thick cake, as you can imagine. So what I will do is I will weigh out the butter and the castor sugar in my trusty weigher, and I will put it in here and I will get it creamed, and then I will show you. And creaming it is literally put it in a bowl and giving it a good whip up. So I'll pause you there. Right, I'm back again. What I've done is I've put 8 ounces of butter into here with 8 ounces of castor sugar. I think that's about 250 grams. I've just got one little bit of sugar left to go in, so I'll do that. I'm hoping that you're seeing me. I can't see what you're seeing, so it's a bit awkward for me, but I'll carry on and hope you can. I've got a big wooden spoon to do this with. I always do this by hand because that's the traditional way of doing the cake. That's it. You get it all creamed up together. So you end up with this lovely mixture of butter and sugar. Okay, so that's that bit. And then the next thing we do is weigh out everything that we need, dry ingredients. So I'll just put this out of the way for a second, and I'll get my weighing scales for you, and I'll just check that you're seeing them before I do anything. You see my weighing scales there. Right, so in my weighing scales, I'm now going to put the flour. Now we need, how much flour do we need? 3/4 pound. I'm really lucky with this weigher, because it shows me both old and new, pounds and ounces and grams, because I'm hopeless with grams and things, I really am. So I'm going to tip in 3/4 pound. That's 8 ounces. There we go. It's 3/4 of a pound. It looks like it's 12 grams. I'm sorry if I'm getting the grams wrong. I'm not very good at this. And then we need some salt. Just get a spoon. And we need a teaspoon of coffee. Just dried coffee granules, whatever you use. And sprinkle that on. This all helps with the colour of the cake. Our gravy powder, I need the same for that, a teaspoon. The salt was half a teaspoon. Teaspoon of gravy granules, gravy powder. So all the things I use I'll put out of the way so that they're not in shot, hopefully. Where are you now? Let's look. Oh, there you go. Let's get you a bit closer. And then we need mixed spice. And these are mixed spices, you know, cinnamon and everything. That's all the good stuff of Christmas. And it says just 1 teaspoon of this. But I like to put more than that in because I like them, to be honest. I love mixed spices. So I put more than that in. But if you don't, then just stick to the teaspoon. Oh, I love the smell of it. It's so gorgeous. I put a couple in. But that's just my personal choice. I like. Right, so we've got the flour, the salt, the mixed spice. Oh, it is 2 tablespoons of mixed spice. I apologise. In there, we've got the coffee essence and the browns as well. The gravy brown. So there we go. That's that. And what I always do is I always put my ground almonds in. Now, because my husband doesn't like nuts in cakes, I use ground almonds and I use the whole packet. But you can do whatever nuts you like. If you like walnuts or Brazil nuts or whatever, you can use that. I use a whole packet, and this is 100 grams. So that's that done. So you've got all your dried ingredients there, okay? So I'll just move that out of the way and I'll get my mixture back and I'll just check what you're seeing. Just give that a go round again. That's come up lovely now. It's lovely and soft. Hope you're seeing that. Just move my cake out of the way, my actual recipe book, and let me see what you're seeing. I'll just check. I should have done it the other way around so I could see, shouldn't I? Right, so we've got 6 large eggs, and what we're going to do is we're going to break an egg into the mixture. Okay, so you've got your egg in there. Trying to see what you're seeing. You've got your egg in there. Just break it up, and of course that's going to make your mixture go really slimy. So what you do is you tip some of your dry mixture in with it, and then just gently stir it so it's all getting integrated into your butter and sugar. See, it's all getting creamy, and you can see some of the colour there as well now. And you do another egg, and putting the dry ingredients in stops the eggs curdling. So always remember to break the egg and put some dry ingredient on the top. And then gently mix it all in. There we go. And give it a good mix round. So you've got all your ingredients going in there. Smells lovely already. Another egg. And try not to get any shell in, which I just did. That's me saying don't get any in. I've managed it. If you're worried about that, you can always do them into a cup first. Break the egg. And then more of your dry ingredient. And I'll pause you there because you do that until you've used all your ingredients. Welcome back. We've now used all our dry ingredients and our eggs. And we, as I showed you, you do it layer by layer. So you've got an egg and then your dry ingredients. And you end up with this lovely, rich cake mix. Hope you can see it okay. I've turned the camera around now so I can actually see what you're seeing. And I've bought all my dry fruit. Now, you need a pound of each of these. I've weighed the currants. They are, what does it say on the bag? 500 grams, which I think should be right, yeah? So, we're going to do 500 grams. Just get my scissors. We're going to do 500 grams of currants, 500 grams of sultanas, and 500 grams of raisins into this. But I mean, we'll have a look and see how we're going. I'll do a bit of each. And we'll see how we're going. And you just literally fold them into the mixture. Fold them in. This is such a lovely cake. I've been making this cake for, must be 45 years now. Love it. We absolutely love it. It's a beautiful cake. And it's something I look forward to. It makes me feel really Christmassy. I don't know if you can see in the background, but the oven is on. And it's on at 160 degrees centigrade, and it's warming up ready for my cake. There we go, add some of those. I love sultanas, they're so nice. So we're just gradually adding the fruit to this and stirring it in. Try not to hurt our wrists too much. Obviously, the more stuff you get in, the heavier the cake feels. And that's when you get your lemon and orange juice into play. You can put mixed peel in here as well if you want to, if you like it. We don't like it, so I don't put it in. Sometimes I do grate a bit of orange and lemon rind and put that in, but I don't, you know, they don't like it that much, so I try not to. I might do a little bit just to give it a zest, bit of zest in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gradually add these to my cake. It's starting to get a bit heavy now. There we go. I'm going to put some Glacé cherries in. These are Glacé cherries that you buy in any supermarket here. Put a few of these in. Conrad hates them, so I try not to put too many in, but the rest of us do. He usually ends up picking them out of the cake because he doesn't like them. heavy now, isn't it? Let's put a bit of our lemon mix in. Mix that in. There we go. More currants. And I'm going to keep doing this until I've got all the fruit in. I'm trying not to make this video too long because it will get boring just watching me stir a cake. So I'll just pause you there while I finish. Right, here we go. Here's our mix. And as you can see, we've got all our fruit, all our nuts and everything that we want to put in here. I will put the recipe on the bottom in the description for you, okay? And I've decided I'm going to do a little bit of lemon and orange zest. So I've got my lemon that I squeezed earlier, and I'm just going to very thinly grate a bit of lemon zest onto this last bit of cake. You know, get it into the mix. It's only very fine because they don't like it too much, so I try and kind of accommodate everybody. Don't go down to the white, you just want the yellow. It's a lovely smell. So just a little bit, and a bit of orange as well. And I squeezed these out earlier into the cake, and there you go, you've got some nice, just light, and the smell of it's gorgeous, really nice. And we just mix that in. As you can see, it's quite a heavy mixture now. Now, what I usually do at this point is get each member of my family to stir it and make a Christmas wish. It's a family tradition. Get it out, my teeth are slipping. Unfortunately, Conrad is busy on his Skype call and my husband is busy. So there's only me and you. So I'll stir it and you all make a wish for Christmas, and I'll do the same, okay? There we go, and I hope you made the same wish I did. I'm just going to move everything out of the way now. And as I said, my oven is on. I have greased the tin that this cake's going to go into. It's all greased with butter. It's got a removable bottom, but I have done the bottom as well, so hopefully the cake will come out easy enough. And then we're just going to try and ladle this cake in, and with it being such a heavy mixture, it is hard to get it all in, but we'll get it in. We do it every year, ladies, so it will go. Get some in, and then I'll get about half in, and then flatten it down, smooth it into the corners. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And get the rest of your cake mixture. Now this is going to take 3 hours to cook, maybe a bit longer, and you have to turn it down after each hour. And I'll tell you all about that in a sec. So I've got some more in. Oh, it smells gorgeous already, honestly. This cake is just so nice. 50-year-old recipe, would you believe? Probably longer. I don't know when this book was actually published. So right, there's all my cake mix. Put out of the way, ready to cook. Ready to cook, ready to wash up. Right, I've smoothed all this down. Just bits escaped. There we go. Right, so you've smoothed it all down so it's all flat on the top. Okay. And then you do a little indent in the middle. Just use the back of your spoon and do a little indent just in the middle there, and that allows it to rise, and hopefully it will be flat across the top. So remember to do that little indent. Right, so that's going to go into my oven now on 160 degrees for an hour. Where's my pad gone? I end up with so many things all over the place. I wrote it all down on a pad to tell you, and I've lost the pad. I'll find that in a minute and I will put it on the description. But you turn it down after an hour to a lower setting, and then you turn it down to a lower setting again for another hour, and then you check on it with a little cake thing, you know, a needly thing. What if I put that? That's annoying me now. Where have I put it? What am I like, ladies? I always lose things, don't I? It'll be here somewhere. I'll find it anyway and I'll put it in the description. So that's going to go into my oven. So wish it luck. Okay. My oven's nice and warm. Put it on the middle shelf. And I've got a tray here in case it comes out the bottom. And in you go. Good luck, Kate. So that's 2:30. So I'll be back. I'll turn it down and let you know how it comes out, and I'll show you. But just a little fun thing. I'm going to do a little giveaway, and that's for people who recognise and can tell me anything about the apron I'm wearing. Love you, ladies and gentlemen.